Hello, welcome once again to my videos and my YouTube channel. I trust that I will be of help to you and you are going to walk away increasing your knowledge bank with reference to the task at hand. We're looking at algebra, and the specific aspect of algebra I'm looking at is solving linear equations. In this video, like in the previous video to this one, I am going to solve some fractional equations. Okay? This is our number one. Remember, our first step was to find our lowest common multiple. We have 8, 4, 5, and 4. Our lowest common number multiple is 40. We then multiply each fraction by 40. Remember, any problem lends itself to different methods. This is one of the logical methods which can be used to solve for our unknown x. Multiply each fraction, 7 over 8, by 40. Eight into itself is 1, 8 into 40 is 5. 4 into itself is 1, 4 into 40 is 10. 5 into itself 1, 5 into 40, 8. 4 into itself 1, 4 into 40, 10. I now multiply. So I have 5 multiplied by 7. That will give me 35. 10 multiplied by 1 will give me 10. 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. And 10 by 11, 110. Let us simplify by connecting like terms on the same side. My unknown, I am going to keep it on my left hand side because my largest positive unknown is already on my left hand side. Good. Now I'm going to take this 32x to join my 35x. And remember the rule? Once we move across the equal sign, the sign changes. It was a positive, so it's going to become a negative. We have 110, and I'm going to take 10 across. It was a negative. Going across an equal sign makes it a positive. Let us simplify. 35x minus 32x is 3x. 110 plus 10, 120. I solve for x, so I need to get rid of 3. So I must divide both sides by 3. It goes into itself once. And 3 into 120, 3 fours are 12, maybe 40. I trust that I would have helped you or clarified some concept here. And like I always say, review, recap, pause the tape, look back. And again, it's not the only method. It is just one of. All right? Let us look at another one. Again, we are looking at fractions. Good? It is a little different because the numerators are compound. Compound means that it has more than one part. 1, 2 parts. 1, 2 parts. So we say compound numerators. Remember the first one we did? Where is it? Yes. Remember this method we looked at? Where we just had one part over here and one part over here. It's the same exact method we are going to incorporate here. Even though the numerators are compounding, it is still considered to be one piece and one piece. So in this case, we can cross multiply. Look carefully. Numerator multiplied by denominator. I am going to write it out so we can see it. And again, we cross denominator multiplied by numerator. 7. What do you notice? You notice the exact same concept we covered in solving linear equations, my video number 4, where we remove the parentheses. So our next step will be to remove the brackets. So what is outside is going to govern each of the things on the inside. So let us go. 10 multiplied by 2x. 10 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 30. 7 multiplied by 3x is 21x. And 7 multiplied by negative 5 is negative 35. Let us now simplify. Remember I said something earlier to you about which side I'm going to keep my unknown on? My largest positive unknown can be found on my right hand side. So I'm going to keep my unknown on my right hand side. I'm going to take this other one. Otherwise I'll have to divide by a negative if I don't do that. Right? So to divide by a positive, this is what I'm going to do. Keep the larger one and take the smaller one to join it. So I'm going to keep this and I'm going to bring 20x. It was a positive. When it goes over the equal sign, it becomes a negative. My negative 30 has not been moved. And I'm going to take this negative 35 across the equal sign, which becomes a positive 35. Minus 30 plus 35 is 5. Or we may say 35 minus 30. Right? You could read it backward, front, anyhow. And 21 minus 20 is 1. So I'm finished. Yes, that question is finished. And I want us to do one more. One more. Let us look at one more. It is a little different, but it's the same concepts we've been looking at all along. In this case, we do have a compound numerator here, but we also have brackets or parentheses. Another compound numerator, a fraction, and then we have a whole number. What we do, remember the rule that says PEMDAS. Can you remember that? Parentheses, or we say brackets, exponents or powers, multiply, divide, add, and then subtract. Right? So my first part will be to remove the parentheses. 2 is going to govern everything in this parentheses. 2 multiplied by x, 2x. 2 multiplied by negative 3, negative 6. I'm going to rewrite the other parts of the equation. Now I make this side a fraction. My LCM will be 12. I then multiply each fraction by 12. Good? So let's go. 12 into 2x minus 6 over 3 minus 12 into x minus 2 over 4 is equal to 12 into 1 over 1. Yes. Okay, so let's go. We're going to simplify now. 3 into itself is 1. 3 into 12 is 4. Come with me. 4 into itself once. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And this will still remain 12 because 1 into 12 is 12. Good? Look carefully. I'm going to rewrite something from here so as to simplify it. I'm going to rewrite my 4. And everything in the parentheses that is left. These are the things that are left. I go to my next parentheses. 3 was left here. In the parentheses or in the brackets, we have that. And then I have 12 into 1. I'm going to now remove these parentheses. 4 times 2x, 8x. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. Negative 3 times positive x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. And 12 by 1 is 12. I now connect like terms on the same side. Let's go. So I have 8x and I have negative 3x. On this side I have 12. I'm going to take over the negative 24 to make it a positive 24. I'm going to take over the positive 6 to make it a negative 6. And when I compute 8x minus 3x, I will get 5x. And when I add 12 to 24 and I take 6, I will have 30. I need x, so I must get rid of 5. Remember, I must balance my equation. So what I do on one side, I must do on the other side. Yes. 5 into itself is 1. So x is equal to 5 into 30. Exactly 6 times. X is equal to 6. Wow. We've done a lot. We've included a number of concepts. All those concepts involving fractions. We looked at directed numbers, positive and negative numbers. We look at LCM, lowest common factor. Remember how you found factors? Remember how you found LCM? Yes, we use that. And of course, the 4 basic operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, they were all incorporated into solving these problems. I trust that you're able to widen your knowledge bank, and that I am going to get whatever feedback from you based on your experience and your views of what you have viewed in these videos and in this video certainly. Thank you.